Have you ever felt a pull towards something ancient, something beyond this lifetime, a force so magnetic that it almost feels like destiny? There exists a gathering so powerful, so mystically charged, that millions embark on an arduous journey just to immerse themselves in its energy. And if you're listening to this, it's not by accident. You were meant to hear this. The Maha Kumbh Mela isn't just an event, it's a portal, a convergence of divine forces where the physical and metaphysical realms intertwine. But why? What makes this gathering so important that even celestial movements seem to align with it? Keep listening, because what I'm about to reveal might change the way you look at time, energy, and the cycles of destiny forever. A gathering beyond human comprehension. The Maha Kumbh Mela isn't like anything else on Earth. Imagine tens of millions of people gathering in one place, all driven by the same divine calling, all drawn to the sacred rivers that promise liberation from the endless cycle of birth and rebirth. The air is thick with the scent of burning incense, the sound of bells ringing in the distance, and chants vibrating through the ether. It is a spectacle unlike any other, but beneath the surface there is something deeper, something most people don't understand. It's said that the origins of the Kumbh Mela trace back to a cosmic battle, one that took place not on Earth but in the celestial realms. According to ancient scriptures, when the gods and demons churned the cosmic ocean in search of the nectar of immortality, drops of this divine elixir fell to 4 sacred locations in India. These locations, Prayagraj, Haridwar, Ujjain, and Nashik, became the focal points of the Kumbh Mela, each vibrating with an energy so profound that even the stars bow to their significance. But here's what most people don't realize. The timing of this event isn't random. The Maha Kumbh Mela occurs once every 12 years, but the grandest of all, the Maha Kumbh, happens only once in 144 years. The reason? The cosmic alignment. The movements of Jupiter, the moon, and the sun dictate the opening of this portal, as if the universe itself is granting permission for this sacred gathering. If you are drawn to it, there is a reason. It's as if your soul remembers something that your conscious mind does not. The energy vortex of the Sangam. One of the most enigmatic aspects of the Maha Kumbh Mela is the Sangam, the confluence of 3 rivers, the Ganges, the Yamuna, and the mystical Saraswati. 2 of these rivers are visible, but the third, the Saraswati, is said to flow in an unseen ethereal form. It is in this exact location where the energy is believed to be at its highest, where the fabric of reality is thinner, and where purification isn't just physical but vibrational. People from all walks of life, from ascetics who have renounced the material world to the wealthiest individuals seeking spiritual solace, all come here for one reason: to bathe in these sacred waters. But is it merely a ritual, or is there something more happening at a quantum level? Water, as we now know through modern science, holds memory. It is a conductor of energy, a vessel of transformation. When millions step into the Sangam, chanting ancient mantras and focusing their intent, something beyond explanation occurs. The water absorbs the collective energy, becoming an amplifier of higher consciousness. It's no coincidence that sages and enlightened beings have gathered here for centuries. They know that during this time, the veils between worlds are lifted, making spiritual evolution accelerate. The air is charged with an energy so potent that even those unaware of its significance find themselves transformed. The mystics and the forgotten knowledge. But who are the true keepers of this energy? If you walk through the Kumbh Mela, you'll encounter beings who seem almost otherworldly. The sadhus, the Naga Babas covered in ashes, their eyes piercing through the illusion of material existence. These aren't ordinary monks. They are ascetics who have renounced everything, dedicating their lives to mastering the unseen forces of the universe. Many live in seclusion in the Himalayas, emerging only for the Kumbh Mela, because they know this is when the energy is at its peak. There are whispers of siddhis, supernatural abilities acquired through years of disciplined practice. Stories of yogis who can control their body temperature in freezing conditions, who can stop their heartbeat at will, who can manifest objects from thin air. To the modern world, these might sound like myths, but to those who have experienced the reality of these powers, it's simply a different level of consciousness. The Kumbh Mela isn't just a gathering. It's a field of amplified energy where things that seem impossible in everyday life suddenly become tangible. Some believe that hidden among these mystics are beings who aren't entirely human. Advanced souls who have walked this earth for centuries, returning in different forms, appear when humanity needs them the most. They don't seek fame or recognition. They blend into the crowd, observing, guiding, and waiting for those who are ready to receive their wisdom. And if you are called to this place, if the idea of the Kumbh Mela stirs something deep within you, perhaps you too are meant to uncover a forgotten part of yourself. The rituals and the opening of portals. Beyond the grand processions and the sacred dips in the river, the Maha Kumbh Mela is filled with rituals that have been performed for millennia. Fire ceremonies that alter the energy of the environment, mantra chanting that shifts consciousness, silent meditations that open gateways to higher dimensions. One of the most powerful rituals occurs at the exact moment when celestial alignments dictate the most auspicious time for bathing in the sacred rivers. It's believed that at this precise moment a shift occurs, not just in the individual but in the collective energy of humanity. A purification beyond the physical, a recalibration of the soul's frequency. Ancient texts speak of those who bathe during this precise alignment being freed from the karmic cycles of countless lifetimes. But how does this work? Is it symbolic, or is there an unseen force at play? Many believe that these rivers act as conduits for energy, and that, at specific moments, a shift in the Earth's magnetic field makes it possible for deep karmic cleansing to occur. Science is beginning to understand what the ancient sages have known all along, that frequency, vibration, and intent are the keys to transformation. And here in this sacred gathering, all three merge in a way that is rarely seen anywhere else on Earth. The calling. If you felt a sense of longing and inexplicable pull towards something greater, something beyond the ordinary, then perhaps the Kumbh Mela is calling you. Not just as an observer, but as a participant in a grand cosmic unfolding. Some say that those who find themselves drawn to this gathering have attended before, maybe not in this lifetime, but in another. The soul remembers what the mind has forgotten, and if you've stayed with me this far, if you feel something stirring deep within you, then this is not just another event in history. This is a reminder, a sign. The universe is speaking to you, asking you to remember who you truly are. The hidden codes, sacred geometry, and the real purpose of the Kumbh Mela. The Maha Kumbh Mela is not just a gathering of seekers and sages. It is a living, breathing map of cosmic knowledge. Most people only see the surface, the rituals, the crowds, the grand spiritual processions. But beneath it all lies an ancient design, a hidden geometry that few truly understand. This is not chaos, it is divine order. Every aspect of the Kumbh Mela, from the timing to the placement of rituals, follows a sacred blueprint that has been encoded into the universe itself. Have you ever wondered why certain places seem to hold more energy than others? Why do some locations become spiritual hubs while others remain dormant? The answer lies in sacred geometry, the mathematical language of the cosmos. The very placement of the four Kumbh Mela locations, Prayagraj, Haridwar, Ujjain, and Nashik, forms a pattern that corresponds to ancient Vedic star charts. It is believed that these sites align with powerful energy meridians on Earth, similar to the way ley lines work in other ancient traditions. Even the layout of the festival itself follows a geometric precision. Temporary cities arise almost overnight, yet their structure mirrors the ancient concept of mandalas, geometric patterns that serve as portals to higher dimensions. The grand bathing ghats are positioned at points of energetic convergence, acting as spiritual charging stations where pilgrims can realign themselves with the cosmic flow. And then, there's the timing. The celestial mechanics that govern the Kumbh Mela are not just about astrology. They are about unlocking higher states of consciousness. The exact moment of the sacred dip, determined by the movement of Jupiter, the Sun, and the Moon, is not chosen at random. It is a moment when the veil between dimensions is at its thinnest, a moment when the laws of time and space bend just enough for transformation to occur. Those who enter the waters at this precise moment are said to experience a reset, a wiping away of karmic debts, an acceleration of spiritual evolution, a brief yet powerful awakening to their true nature. The alchemy of water, the science behind the sacred dip. For centuries, the act of bathing in the sacred rivers has been seen as a ritual of purification. But is it only symbolic, or is there something more happening beneath the surface? Modern science is beginning to uncover what the sages have always known. Water is not just a physical substance, but a carrier of memory, a conduit for consciousness. Studies in water memory suggest that water has the ability to retain and transmit energetic imprints. When millions of people enter the waters of the Ganges, Yamuna, and Saraswati with a collective intention of spiritual cleansing, something extraordinary happens. The frequency of the water changes. It becomes infused with the prayers, chants, and elevated vibrations of those who have entered it before. Imagine stepping into a field of energy that has been charged with centuries of devotion, a substance that has absorbed the essence of countless awakened beings. It is said that when the right cosmic alignment occurs, the molecular structure of the water shifts. This isn't just about faith, it's about physics. Some researchers believe that during the Kumbh Mela, the unique interplay of celestial energies creates a subtle but measurable shift in the electromagnetic field of the rivers. Could this be why pilgrims report experiencing profound clarity, spontaneous healing, and even visions after their dip? Could this be why the waters are believed to wash away lifetimes of karmic residue? The answers may lie in the intersection of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science, a bridge between what the mystics knew intuitively and what we are only beginning to understand. The guardians of hidden knowledge. Among the millions who attend the Kumbh Mela, there are those who do not walk among the crowds. They remain unseen, hidden in the caves and forests, emerging only at the right moment. These are the true guardians of knowledge, the siddhas, the ascetics who have stepped beyond the boundaries of human limitation. For the initiated, the Kumbh Mela is not just an event, it is a test, a meeting place for those who seek the highest truths. The Naga Babas, the ageless yogis covered in ashes, are not merely wandering monks. Many of them belong to secretive spiritual orders that trace their lineage back thousands of years. They hold knowledge that has been carefully preserved, passed from master to student in a chain of wisdom that stretches back to the dawn of time. There are stories whispered among seekers, tales of yogis who have unlocked the hidden potential of the human body, who can enter states of suspended animation, who can alter their own biochemistry through breath alone. Some say that the true adepts of the Kumbh Mela possess the ability to see beyond the illusion of the material world, to tap into the unseen currents that shape reality itself. And then there are the rumors of those who are not entirely human, beings who walk among the crowd but who do not belong to this time, this cycle, or even this plane of existence. Some believe that the Kumbh Mela acts as a beacon, attracting entities from beyond our world, those who come to observe, guide, and protect the sacred knowledge that is being awakened here. The cosmic convergence and the future of humanity. Why does this gathering matter now more than ever? Because we are at a turning point. The ancient cycles are closing and a new age is beginning. The very fabric of reality is shifting, and the Kumbh Mela is a reflection of this change. If you have ever felt as if time is speeding up, as if reality itself is becoming more fluid, you are not alone. The sages have spoken of this era as a time of great transformation, a moment when humanity will either awaken to its higher potential or fall deeper into the illusion of separation. The Kumbh Mela serves as a reminder, a living manifestation of the cosmic flow, urging us to remember who we are. Perhaps this is why the Kumbh Mela draws not just those seeking spiritual experiences, but also those who feel a deep, inexplicable calling. There is a reason why millions undertake the journey, why they endure the hardships, the long waits, the crowded streets. It is not just about tradition, it is about activation. Something within them stirs, an ancient memory awakening, guiding them back to a place they have visited before, perhaps not in this lifetime, but in another. And so we must ask ourselves, if the Kumbh Mela is a portal, a moment of alignment between worlds, then what is it aligning us for? Are we being prepared for something greater? Are we being given an opportunity to shed the limitations of the past and step into a new paradigm of existence? The invitation. The Maha Kumbh Mela is not just an event, it is a calling. If you are listening to this, it is because you were meant to hear it. This knowledge was meant to reach you. Perhaps you have always felt drawn to something greater, to a truth that exists beyond the boundaries of everyday life. Perhaps you are one of the souls who came here at this time for a reason, to witness, to remember, to awaken. The question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you let it remain as an interesting story, a fascinating legend? Or will you allow it to stir something deeper within you, to awaken the part of you that has been waiting for this moment? The Kumbh Mela is not just for those who physically attend. It is a ripple that spreads across time and space, touching all those who are ready to receive it. The energy of this sacred gathering is alive, reaching through the ether, calling to those who are ready to remember. And now you must decide. Will you answer the call? Will you allow the energy of this ancient gathering to awaken something dormant within you? The choice has always been yours. And perhaps, just perhaps, this message reached you for a reason, because the universe doesn't make mistakes and neither do you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time if you are still with me, and if you would like, please think about subscribing to our channel. You may then receive updates on new videos that will provide you with additional knowledge, manifestations, philosophy, and personal development ideas. Your thoughts and opinions regarding this video would be much appreciated. Your contribution stimulates our cosmic research, and we are incredibly appreciative of your being here. And never forget that we are always here for you and wish you the best possible life filled with success and happiness. I hope you have an amazing day. If you have watched until the end, please respond with MMM, Master Motivational Mindset, so we can connect.